This mental hospital that only admits women, it's no ordinary mental hospital. If someone is sent here, they have to walk in and lie out. The young and beautiful Eugenie just came here. The doctor first pinched her head first, and tried hard to examine her. The doctor on the side is desperately smashing ice cubes. When the girl saw this, she was so frightened that she was stunned. But despite this, in the end, she was beaten by the ruthless doctor. The doctor pressed her into a large iron bucket filled with ice cubes, then closed the lid, revealing only a small head. The girl sat in and shivered instantly. She slowly looked to the side, and found that the patient next to her had been frozen into an old popsicle that looked like an old popsicle. Actually, this is a 19th century mental hospital, because the medical equipment at the time was not developed. In order to treat the mental illness as soon as possible, the dean made an agreement with the patients. Just like in Follow the Video, doctors won't hurt them. And if once someone is disobedient, the doctors would think they were sick, pick them up, and put them in a dark basement. One night, Eugenie found out it doesn't look like a normal mental hospital at all, because the people here are not mentally ill, but they're a group of normal young women. A woman hypnotized by a doctor was brought to the podium today. She actually performed actions that ordinary people would not dare to do. This is a horrible and weird mental hospital, because if someone comes here, they have to listen to the doctor without any resistance. This girl lying on the podium with her limbs twitching, rolling around. But no matter how miserable she was, the old men in the audience ignored her at all. This made Eugenie realize that something was wrong with the hospital. She decided she had to get out of this hell as soon as possible. One day the head nurse noticed her strange behavior, and felt like she was mentally ill. But the next second, Eugenie said the nurse's sister's ghost was here, and told her that she had red hair. Told her. The head nurse felt incredible for a moment, because her sister passed away more than 10 years ago. The next day the head nurse took the initiative to find Eugenie. She said she could let her out, but on the condition that she get to see her dead sister. Then Eugenie was taken to an empty room by the head nurse. Eugenie silently rubbed her head. The next second, Eugenie suddenly felt extremely uncomfortable. Immediately afterwards, Eugenie was possessed by the nurse's sister. She said that her father had an accident in the kitchen at home, and she had to go home and have a look quickly. After hearing this, the head nurse ran all the way and hurried home to check. The weird thing is that her father actually fell and was injured in the kitchen. After this, the head nurse is also convinced that Eugenie has psychic abilities. On the other side, Eugenie saw the patient's unbearable appearance. She couldn't stand it and directly wanted to tell the truth to the patient's family, but the next second, she was covered by the doctor. But when she wakes up, she was locked in a dark, damp basement. No, don't close. This is the basement cell of a 19th century mental hospital. As long as the patient is disobedient, the doctors would ruthlessly lock them in and feed them one meal a day. It's hard to see a little sunshine. Doctors just keep the windows closed. A long, depressing life made Eugenie close to collapse. But one day, the arrival of the head nurse changed all that. She took Eugenie from the basement ward, transferred to the general room. The sweet and delicious air made her feel very relaxed. A chance to escape soon came. This mental hospital holds an annual dance. It's the only chance to escape. If she wants to run away, this is her only chance. If she can't escape now, she may never escape from this mental hospital for the rest of her life. Just when the doctors carried clothes to the ward, everyone swarms, because only if their clothes were beautiful enough, they will be selected by the rich to take them out. Eugenie is no exception. She also dresses very well. Soon the dance begins. The rich slowly walked in to find their prey. Soon the dance reached its climax. All the rich are releasing their inner desires. Also at this time, the head nurse quietly pulled Eugenie out of the dance, then put her in the carriage. The end of the story. Eugenie successfully left here and returned to her normal life. But the head nurse was found to be mentally ill and trapped in the hospital forever. Maybe it's just that her body is trapped inside, but her soul is reborn. New movie. Take you into the movie world.